Os.
So here's a video that I've been dreading on making for a while because it's really only meant for a handful of people. There are a lot of you who probably already know this, and I don't want to sound condescending or make anyone feel like I'm putting you down because this is information that I just learned last year as well. Essentially, this is a quick reason why you should read the Rurouni Kenshin manga if you've only watched the anime up until this point. The truth is that I've always been a fan of Rurouni Kenshin, and I've read a good chunk of the manga, but I've not read it all the way through cover to cover until just last year. A few years back, I began reading the manga online on one of those apps. Y'all know the apps. And I got a good chunk of it through before stopping. Then Viz started releasing the 3-in-1s just like the Dragon Ball manga, but I caught up reading and never bought the next set when it was released. Then finally, the Shonen Jump app set up their subscription service, and in a nice little weekend afternoon, I grabbed my tablet and decided to read the Jinchu arc since it's the one piece of Kenshin that I was mostly in the dark about. I heard little rumblings and read stuff here and there about Inishi and what happens, and it's so good, fam. I really love this arc. Watsuki was able to do something that I feel Toriyama failed to do when writing his stories, where Dragon Ball felt the need to continue to push the threads bigger and bigger with each new villain. Watsuki kept the threats in balance and realism, not going off into infinity and beyond each time. I mean, after saving all of Japan, what the hell could Kenshin save next? The world? In late 1800s Japan? I don't think so, bud. So the story was kept personal, and boy is it cathartic as hell. And if you want to know what the story is, then go read the Jinchu arc, or go watch the Trust and Betrayal OVAs cause it'll cue you into what happens. But enough about this. Seriously, I'm not here trying to write a review of the Jinchu arc. I'm just saying go read the manga if you haven't. This isn't the video that I was trying to write. No, the video that I'm trying to write is about the rooster head Sagara Sanosuke. Early enough in the story, during the Zanza conflict, we learned that Sano took the last name of the leader of the Sekihotai, Sagara. He told him that after the war was over, he would adopt the Sagara name in his honor. Their leader told him that Sagara Sanosuke sounded weird. This line here gave me the impression that Sanosuke was an orphan during the revolution, which is why he wanted to take the last name of the man he looked up to. There was this feeling that the Sekihotai was essentially the family of Sanosuke, and since he never mentioned anyone else other than the Sekihotai, I was sure that was it. Well, the truth is, ladies and germs, Sagara Sanosuke is not an orphan, and he had a family before joining the revolution with the Sekihotai. Again, if y'all read the manga, this isn't news for you. After some events transpire in Tokyo, Kenshin is out of commission, Kaoru is gone, Yahiko is trying to remain strong, and Sanosuke begins wandering, having lost faith in Kenshin. Again, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but just incite you to go read Jinchu. Sanosuke finds himself in a town that is ran by a small town Yakuza. There is an incident where Sano finds himself irritated in this small town, ready to fight. The Yakuza boss orders some familiar faces to challenge Sano, and it's none other than the Hiramu Kyodai. Remember this guy from episode 1 and 5 of Kenshin? Well, he has a brother in the manga, and Sano kicks their ass off screen. They even make a joke about how pathetic they are that Watsuki couldn't even bother to draw their fight. The Yakuza boss finds Sano charming and likes him. He tells him that he'd like to meet him again in another setting and takes his leave. After all is said and done, this little girl who was spectating takes Sano to be a man interested in her because he saved her. She reveals that she has a little brother who is hiding and yada yada. Later on, Sano is recruited as a fighting merchant to take down the father of those siblings that Sano saved. Sano accepted and he's off. When he goes to meet his target, they take a look at each other and Sano says in shock, "Dad?" He responds, "You're Sanosuke." And Sano realizes that the two kids he saved is his little sister and his younger brother. His dad, on the other hand, punches Sano, tells him to not call him dad so lightly. He has a son named Sano that ran off. The two exchange blows and his dad treats him real lightly, similarly to the way that Kenshin's master treats Kenshin. It was a nice little exchange between father and son. Sano's dad gets up and takes his leave, invites him over to the house, and the chapter ends. But their story does not end here. There's a whole mini arc involving Sano and his family told in the Jinchu arc, so head on over there and read it. But at least you know now that Sano has a family. He's got a dad, a sister, and a brother, which is pretty cool. Well, that's it for today, fam. If you're new to the channel, then I got some news for you. My first go at being a YouTuber, I wanted to write Kenshin videos, and then Watsuki revealed that he's a really bad guy, so I dropped that in pursuit and only do it when I feel like it. That being said, I got some other Kenshin videos for y'all to watch. Here's a link to the playlist, rate, comment, and subscribe, and we'll continue to wander in the next one.